soon to overcome. We're gonna do $1 billion. It's pretty certain. We're at 775 million for the year. So we've already done more than last year. So the balance is 200. I don't want to jinx us. The balance is 225 million. It's like 77 million a month, and we're a $1 billion a year company. I am like flabbergasted. Yeah, I mean, so to give you an idea, yeah, I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal. So what does that mean? So a couple of like statistical things, right? When all of REMAX comes together, all right, in Maricopa County. No, that's probably for the. It's probably for the state. All right, when all of REMAX comes together for the state, we do about 5.5 billion worth of business. Our nearest competitor is Russ Lyon, and they do half of that. So people need to know that. Yes, we're all individually owned and operated, but when we come together as a group, guys, we are massive. It's not even close. Ball game over. The problem is all of our individually and operated owners have their own egos and their own brand, and then REMAX International kind of takes a Swedish position or Switzerland position. You guys know me. I'm always like this close. So I did a personality profile, a disc thing, and it says I can talk my way out of anything. Perfect example, right? I am an influencer and a very strong driver. It's off the chart. It's terrible. All right, so we have a couple of new agents, and I see Andrew in the room. Andrew, stand up, introduce yourself. This is your first meeting, correct?
It is.
It is, so welcome.
Andrew Spittler. I've been licensed since 2010. Worked closely with my wife, Amanda. Actually, I'm mostly an attorney. I do real estate law, probate, estate planning, but find my way into transactions that have not gone well in short sales as well. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you would earmark yourself as a short sale specialist if anybody in the room doesn't want to do one. What do you offer as a split on that, just because I'm curious? Like if somebody didn't want to do a short sale and you wanted to do it.
So it depends on the number of loans. Instead of a split, I usually do a flat fee. One loan, $2,500, two loans, $3,000 to get them done. So had a great success rate. I'm about 98% on approval on those. So they can't be long, but usually get the work at the end of the day.
Great. All right. Welcome. I saw Alex Shea. Where's Alex? Alex, welcome.
Hi, I'm Alex Shea. I'm a new licensee as of June, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Yeah, new licensee. Who's your mentor?
Antonio Guerrero.
Okay, is Antonio here? Antonio, how's that going?
He's better than I am.
No, it's great to see young blood because their lead generation is way different than what other people are. Yeah. are not. Wouldn't you know it? Right in the middle. You've been great all day until right in the middle of the meeting. All right. Otley, I didn't see Otley Smith there. This is his first meeting. Keller Williams and Jill Califf is on Team Otley. Stand up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jill Califf. I've had my real estate license 30 plus years, but I've been in and out of it. I've worked in dentistry for over 30 years, and I've retired from that and doing my real estate full time now.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I don't see Garrett Corey in here. Claudia, no. Andrew Burns. Do you guys remember Andrew Burns? He was here about 8 years ago. Worked a lot with Heidi. He's back. Yeah, Andrew Burns. Antonio's like, what? What's that? No, not anymore. He's back. Is Veronica here? No. Okay. So now, and then we. Oh, I got to do this because we're. There you go. All right. We have 4 new Flagstaff agents. So our agent count is 185. It's the highest agent count we've ever had. So we're pretty solid. It's looking strong. What's that?
He's got market on your forehead.
Oh. All right. And then the last thing, yeah, now I got all kinds of things. So the last thing I wanted to share is Otley. Good timing. Eric Nyquist would like to know why you're late. You need to remind me you're an independent contractor.
I'm an independent contractor.
Okay. All right, introduce yourself. Good
You're
timing.
lucky I came it off.
Yeah. You're right.
My name's Otley Smith, and I just started, and I came over from KW. Been in the business a couple years. Custom home builder, 15 years before that, and glad to be here.
Good resources on our team.
Welcome.
Awesome.
All right. After every sales meeting, with the exception of when we have continuing education, I will have a breakout session after this for those that want to stay to answer any questions around lead generation, business planning, team building, anything like that. Don't feel obligated to stay just because if nobody's here, I assume everybody's doing great. But if you choose to stay, it's another idea where you and I can touch base on, here's what I've been doing and here's the results. And then we can have some quick conversations around different inputs and ideas that I've heard around the valley. All right?
All right, thank you, Dale. So just like most of you know, we love to celebrate in all of our achievements. Well, we have someone else that just got a Lifetime Achievement Award, and all of you know him very well, Sandy Carpenter.
Oh.
Thank you, Sandy. All right, Sandy Carpenter, you're up. Your 3 seconds is over. Enjoy that.
Money is that I made. Since you talk about new licensees, Emily, where are you?
Yes,
Tell them what you did yesterday. Go ahead, say it.
I took my test and passed.
Congratulations, well done, Emily. So how many use showing time? How many like showing time? How many don't use showing time? How many get frustrated when other people don't use showing time and you want to use showing time and all of the above? It's all over the board. So Emily Lewis is from our list, is gonna talk to us about showing time. The reason why we asked her here today is I get frustrated just like you guys. As an industry, some of us use it, some of us don't use it. Call me for showings, text me for showings, don't use showing time, use showing time. And I think when showing time came out, it just didn't come out, it wasn't fully brought out with proper training. I think as an industry, everybody just learned it in bits and pieces. So I think we're trying to get on board, that everybody understands it, because it's more than just making an appointment and confirming an appointment. It's so much more than that. So, Emily, it's all yours.
Hi, you guys. Thank you. My name's Emily Hooper-Lewis. I'm with ARMLS, and I'm going to go through just a brief showing time overview. But and I'm going to sit down so I can play with the computer, and we'll do like a demonstration up here. But hopefully, you guys will still be able to hear me. Can everybody hear me right now? Okay, great. So the first thing I want to point out is on armls.com, right up here, you guys can see that we have a new showing time online class. So pretty much everything I'm going to cover with you today, it's in this online class. So once this banner disappears from our homepage, all you have to do is go up here to Learning, and then go down to where we have online classes right here. And we have 4 complete online classes. They're taught in small segments, and the system will remember where you were if you pause when you come back. But you just want to go to this showing time class, and it'll guide you through everything I'm going to cover today. So this is also good if you have an agent call you and you ask them to use showing time to schedule, and they're like, I don't know how to use it. You're like, go to armls.com and there's an online class for you, right? So, okay. So first thing, I'm going to take you guys into FlexMLS. And showing time is basically a software out of a company in Chicago. It's used by over 220 MLSs across the country by almost 1 million agents. It's the leading showing time, the leading showing scheduling software. So I'm going to show you how to set it up for yourself inside FlexMLS. So everybody knows how to get to this screen, right? All you have to do from here is go to Daily Functions and down to the 3rd option, which is Showing Time. That's going to open up a new tab for you. And this is a great dashboard screen, the home screen. You can see all the showings that you've requested right here, just as a snapshot, and then showings that have been requested on your listings over here, okay? And then you've got feedback requests at the bottom. So just a very brief, general, 30-second snapshot here of everything that's going on for you in terms of showings. The next thing you want to do is edit your profile right here. So I'm going to click Edit Profile. Okay, and this is just where you set up your profile basics. Like, it should pull in your name and your telephone number and all your contact information from FlexMLS as it was entered by your Realtor Association. But you just want to make sure everything here at the top is correct, right? So we've got your name, your phone number. You definitely want your mobile phone on here if you want to receive text messages or push notifications through the Showing Time app. Moving on down, make sure we've got the right email address, and then you do have to enter your mobile number again for text messages, okay? And then go ahead and select a text message link, no big deal. Now over here on this side, this should all be filled in for you. You can ignore the date joined and the showing pin. We don't use that with ARMLS, okay? You can also ignore this login information section. We don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to scroll on down a little bit more. Okay, this is really important. This is the part where you select what your preferences are as a listing agent. So the very first question is, do you want to allow other agents to request appointments through Showing Time online? Probably yes, right? I'm just going to go with yes today. If for some reason you did want to opt out of the entire Showing Time system, this is where you would do it, okay? But I encourage you to give Showing Time a chance. So we're going to say yes here. And then you're going to request some default settings for all of your new listings, okay? So there are 3 different types of appointment modes. The one I would recommend as your default is appointment required. This gives you the most control over who will be showing your listings, when they'll be showing them, and you'll get all their contact information. Go and Show is another option. Go and Show documents the appointments and the times and who's requesting them, but it doesn't require you to go in and approve that appointment, okay? Appointment required, you have to give them approval to go show the property. And then View Instructions Only is great for vacant listings. So there's no recording of an appointment, no requesting an appointment time. Other agents just go in, read the showing instructions, and let themselves in, okay? So great for vacant properties. All right, moving on down. This little section right here, notifications for appointments on my listings. So you're just saying, how do you want to be notified when somebody requests an appointment, right? So when appointments are requested, do you want an email, a text message, showing voice, or there will be a 4th column if you have already downloaded the Showing Time app, which I'll show you how to do, and it'll be push notifications. My recommendation here, if it were me, I would probably just want email, right? Because that's a way for me just to keep things organized for myself. A lot of people like text messages. I would not recommend Showing Voice. Showing Voice is an automated phone call system. It's a little wonky. You have to say hello to it for it to like start. And so once you start recognizing the number, you might just pick up and expect it to start talking to you, but it won't until you say hello, right? And it keeps calling. Okay, so my recommendation is don't ever check Showing Voice, right? But check text message if you want, what have you. Okay, when appointments are confirmed or canceled, same thing. Do I want email, a text message, Showing Voice, or if you have that app downloaded, you're gonna have a 4th column right here that says push notifications. So I'm just going to check the text here. Okay, now feedback requests. The system does send a little feedback form to every agent who's shown your listing. Just saying like, how was your showing experience? What did you think of the price? What did your client think of the price? That kind of thing. So it'll send them automatically, the feedback requests. Automatically, you can select the number of times you want that feedback request to be sent. Like if they don't answer it on the first time, the system will send it twice more, 3 times more, whatever you want. I believe the default is 3. And then the number of days between resends, I'd select 1 for that. Okay. Moving on down. This is still under your basic profile. So this is when you're the showing agent. These are your preferences when you're the showing agent. So when appointment requests are received, it looks like you could just get an email here, okay? And you'll see this on your screen too. When appointment requests are viewed, so when it's viewed by the listing agent, do you want an email? You don't have to be notified of either one of these, those first 2, but you can be, right? This is pretty straightforward. When appointments are confirmed or canceled, do you want an email? You never want to call. It's automatic, okay? It's that Showing Voice weirdness again, so don't go for that. But let's say you want an email when appointments are confirmed or canceled. When there is a price change or listing notification on a property I've shown, if you'd like that, go ahead and check email. Showing cart notifications. So, does anybody know what a showing cart is? Yeah, it's like when you set up a tour. A tour, yeah. So several listings and showings in a row, right? So if a showing cart is assigned to you, I'd probably say I want to get an email. At first, I would sign up for all the notifications via email and then uncheck boxes as you kind of get used to the system and get into your own groove for what you like. Okay, receive feedback requests from other agents. So the feedback is an opt-in system, so you don't have to receive feedback requests from other agents, but it's a good idea to, work as a community together. So go ahead and check that. Appointment scheduling. So typically for agents, your default appointment mode is going to be a showing, but there are other options. If you want the default mode to be agent preview, for example, you can always change this on an individual listing basis, right? But we have some other options. Pretty much it's going to be showing for everybody in here, I think. All right, so default appointment length for any new appointment that you schedule. Usually it's about 15 minutes, but you can increase that to whatever you want. If you know that you take a little bit longer at a first showing or whatnot, you can make this default 30 minutes and then change it on a case-by-case basis, okay? Now, lockbox access. Here in the Valley, we don't use Sentry Lock, so you can say no to that. If you do have a Supra E key or active key and you can access Super lock boxes, the big blue lock boxes, you can say yes to that. And then HUD key, you guys will know about that. If you have access, I'm going to say no today. Moving on down. Okay, messaging preferences. Pretty straightforward. Do you want text or email when new messages come in from other agents? MLS and office message preferences, we really haven't used that at ARMLS. I just have left it at email just in case we ever do, but that's up to you. Mobile app access, if we move down a little bit more, this is where you can type in your email address and then send yourself a link. If you open it on your phone, it'll take you to the App Store or the Google Play Store. You can download the Showing Time app for free, play around with it, play around with push notifications there, see how you like it, okay? Otherwise, you'll be accessing Showing Time through a desktop or a tablet, something like that. All right, you do not have to worry about the appointment download service key. Just totally ignore that. And then you can go right back to the top and select Save Changes, this green button. Okay, it's saying if you choose Update All Listings, all of your listings will be changed to appointment required. That's fine, this is our testing account, so I'll just say Save New Defaults. Okay, notification defaults were successfully changed. All right, so it updated all of my test listings. That's great. Okay, any questions so far, you guys? This is pretty self-explanatory, right? So, all right, we set up our agent preferences. Now, let's go back to how do we request an appointment on a listing that we just find in the MLS, right? So if I go back to Flex MLS, let's say I do, I'm actually going to change to myself right now. It wants me to change my password in front of everybody.
You can choose to do it later.
Right?
You can choose to do it later.
There we go. There we go. Okay. This is not what I signed up for. Okay. So let's go. I'm going to go to a saved search. Okay. And then I'm going to go to our test listings because I don't want to actually request an appointment on a real listing. So give me just a second. Okay, so let's say you're doing a search, just any search for a client in the MLS, and you come across a listing that you want to schedule an appointment on. It's really easy, right? If that listing agent has Showing Time set up, you're going to see this little Showing Time icon, this blue clock. It's supposed to look like a clock. I don't know if it really looks like a clock. This little blue square, you just click on it. Okay, Okay, and it's gonna tell you, that's my silly little, photograph, okay. So these are the listing details, just so you can remind yourself, right? Am I scheduling the appointment on the correct listing? Okay, great. And it does tell you what is the appointment type. Yes, it's appointment required because the listing agent has requested that, okay? It's got your contact information. You just wanna make sure all of that is correct. You do have to check this little agree to terms and conditions box. And then at the bottom, you have the option to schedule a single showing or add it to a showing cart, so a tour, a list of showings, right? So I'm just gonna schedule a single showing. Okay, and so what's going on here is it's showing me if anything is in black, that we can't schedule a showing because that time is past, okay? Or they're requiring a certain amount of lead time, okay? So let's say I want to schedule a showing for this afternoon. I can just come down here to 3 p.m. on Tuesday, right? And click 3 p.m. I get this pop-up that's asking me to verify my appointment details. So is this still the property that I want to schedule on? Yes, it is. I'm requesting Tuesday, August 15th at 3 p.m. What type of appointment is this? Is it a showing, a second showing, a third showing with the same client, right? Is it an agent preview, etc.? So I'm going to say it's an agent preview. I'm just going there by myself. Optionally, I can indicate the latest time that I'll be there just to help the listing agent if they don't want overlapping appointments. So if my appointment starts at 3, let's say I'm going to get out of there by 3:30, right? And then I'm optionally going to indicate the buyer's name, so my buyer's name. Now, if I select one of these buyers, and these are contacts that are entered into the showing time contact management. This doesn't link up, unfortunately, yet with our Flex MLS contact management. This would just be for your own reference. This information, if you put your buyer's name in here, it's not going to go to anybody else. Okay, it doesn't go to the listing agent or anything like that. It's just to help you. And then you can add a note here at the bottom for the listing agent. If you want to, you don't have to. Okay. Then we say yes at the very bottom. Okay, and we get this yield sign, right? Because the listing agent now has to go in and approve that appointment, right? They might need to reach out to the owner and say, hey, is it okay if we do a showing at 3 p.m. this afternoon, etc., whatever. So you have to wait for them to get back to you. You're not okay to go just yet, right? All right, now we can go back to the property listings if you want. Okay, so that's how you select a single showing, right? Now, if I wanted to, I have this search pulled up, right? If I want, and I've got 6 results. If I wanted to, I could select showings on all of these listings at one time, just by clicking this little box above all the listings. It checked every single listing in my search, or I could just select whichever ones I wanted. And then I just go up to this showing cart button, okay, at the top right. Okay, again, it's giving me my contact information. And then I'm going to add this to my showing cart at the bottom. Now, I already have a tour set up from a long time ago, right? But I could create a new showing cart. Next. All right. And it's going to ask me to choose a date for my tour. Makes sense, right? So this Saturday, let's say we're going to do it on the 19th. So I select the 19th. And then again, just for my reference, and this wouldn't show to anyone else, I could select a client from my clients in showing time, and then click OK at the bottom. Okay. So at this point, the system has not had me schedule any showings yet. It's just asking me to pick times for the showings. So you can see with this first property right here, the appointment type, I have that column. I have my appointment status. Okay, I haven't requested any appointments yet. And then I have the appointment time. Now this first one, showings are not allowed on this date. Okay, for whatever reason. So I'm gonna have to reach out to that listing agent and maybe schedule a showing there another time, right? But I can pick times for these other properties. So I'm just gonna click the pick a time button. All right, the type of appointment. Let's say it's a showing, but you could change it if you needed to. The appointment start time. Let's say we're gonna start at 9 a.m., okay? we're gonna get out of there at 9:30. If I wanted to type any notes to the listing agent, I could, I don't have to. And then I'm gonna save. Now, I haven't requested this appointment yet, it's just put it on my calendar for 9 a.m., okay? Now I have to pick a time for the next property. So we're leaving that, the first property at like 9:30, then probably it's gonna take me a little while to get to the second property, so we're gonna start here at 9:45 and go to 10:15. So I'm gonna save, and it just works like this until you have all of your appointments scheduled, and you can see the blue blocks and make sure that none of them overlap. And then when you're done, you just click this send request button at the top right.
Yeah, you should show them the map and how you can move these around,
You can.
because that's the best part of Showtime, I think, is that you can schedule your tour based
Yes.
on the map.
Based on the map. So before I show the map, one other thing, so you can actually move the list of properties into the order you want just by grabbing and like moving down. So see how I'm dragging that first property to the 5th position? Okay? So, but what you're talking about is if I go down to the map, I can actually, are you talking about Smart Route?
Yeah, I don't do the smart route, I just kind of do my own.
Like
But
you
like
just
I'll be
click
like,
and drag?
so when I start at 1, and then 4 should be number 2, because that's obvious, right?
Uh-huh,
Then I'll grab number 4 and put it at number 2.
like this,
You can kind of see the map,
how it's moving them
yeah.
around.
and
Right.
then you can send it to your client, and they know the route as well.
Yeah, that's true.
And the time. And the
And the time, yeah, question.
So is there a way to change the smart route? Because I always use the smart route and it always does it backwards. Every time.
I don't
Where
know.
like it's showing six first and then.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, like I want to start it the other direction, and it seems like if you could push the button twice and it would reverse order, that'd be great.
That's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to that question. You know, I can, let me give you guys my email address and I can email you all with the answer. Yeah, then you have,
There's something else you guys can do, which is super awesome. One of my clients wanted to see it coming soon on Zillow. You can go in and physically add an address. I think we go up.
go back to the top.
It'll say add a stop, and then you can punch in the address of the coming soon, because they're not on MLS, they don't get the request, and then add it to the whole tour.
Right.
And if clients or agents don't use showing time, you can do the same thing. I like it because of the map and the organization.
You have to go back out, you have to go to
Interesting.
add a stop, not a listing.
Oh, add a
excuse
stop.
me, I accidentally did the wrong one. Right, here it is.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to add a stop, like if you wanted to meet at the coffee shop first or meet at your office first, you can add that.
That too,
You
yeah.
can add that too. So I'll just like type in, so AMLS is Tempe office.
You need one more line.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys.
So in that section, I would put coming soon listing, and then I would put the address.
Right.
So, or Starbucks, or whatever,
Right.
yeah. And it's awesome, it shows up on the tour.
But what if you find that some of the places that you wanna show, want you to not do showing time, or they want you to do something else instead of showing
You
time?
can still put it in there, and then it'll say, it'll give you a drop down that says, appointment required, and it'll give you a little thing that says this agent doesn't use showing time, and it'll give you the drop down, so you can, you can say it's been approved. So
Okay.
that if it gets approved on email or phone, you can do the drop down and say it's been approved.
Right.
Okay.
So
And-
so here,
yeah.
like what she's describing is like
Okay,
I
gotcha.
added a separate stop right here is number 7.
Perfect.
And then I can I
Requested.
can say that I requested this.
Yeah.
And I just called the listing agent
Okay.
or whatever.
That's why it'd be great if every listing agent
It'd
used
be
this.
great. It would be great.
It would.
You guys
It would be
start
great.
the movement. Question.
Has Showing Time given you an idea of when they're gonna fix the calendar issue with the time zone?
Time zone.
I am actually not aware of that issue. I apologize.
So if you sync with your Gmail calendar,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't recognize that Arizona is not on daylight savings. So it adds the appointment an hour early, 6 months out of the year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can sync it with your calendar, and it'll add all your showings to the calendar.
I've
And
never
it'll
seen.
show you all your showings on your listings when they are.
You know,
But half the year, they're an hour off.
So that's a great question. That's a serious issue, right? Seriously, let me give you and everyone my email address, and if you have specific questions, please email me and I'll follow up on it. So my email address for you two especially is Emily, EMILYH @ARMLS.com. So EmilyH@RMLS.com. And if you email me specific questions, I'll follow up with our MLS department, and they work with showing time on a regular basis. So we'll reach out to the headquarters in Chicago and try to get that solved for you, for sure. Now, at the bottom, the smart route is not going to be great for my test listings because they're crazy. But I mean, if I click smart route, it's going to try to find the most efficient order for me. Okay, kind of great, I think.
And when it does that, it automatically resets those.
You should do smart route before.
You should do smart route. That's true. You should
Yeah,
do smart route before you start requesting times.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So let's see.
And then
Yeah, for sure. Did you have
and
any
then you
comments?
send your
Yeah, you can send all the requests. So once you've chosen all your times, you can send your request at the top right, okay? Now, I haven't requested all my times, but after I send my request, it's gonna show me the appointment status. Now, for all these listings, it was appointment required, right? So I just get this little yield sign telling me to wait until I hear back from the listing agent. Sometimes you're gonna get a green check mark if it says view instructions only as the appointment type, or go and show as the appointment type, okay? Let me see, what else?
the feedback.
Yeah, the automatic.
I'm a big fan.
Me
That's
too.
very good. So the
Automatic
feedback forms are right here. So if you go to feedback, you can go to my feedback, okay? And it'll show me, so these are on my listings, feedback that's been sent out on my listings. And then I can look on the listings I've shown. I haven't shown any because I'm not a real agent, right? But you would see feedback requests on listings that you had shown. Now, in terms of the form and the designs, you can actually create your own template for feedback if you want, or you can just use the template that showing time has, right? So these are the questions on our basic form. Is your client interested in this listing, right? Please rate your overall experience with this showing. Your and your client's opinion of the price. Let's scroll down just a little bit.
Always too high.
Always too high.
Always.
Please rate this listing 5 equaling the best and 1 equaling the worst, and then any comments or recommendations, right? And if you want to add any questions, you can do that. Again, pretty straightforward. Okay.
So right after the showing, you guys, your lockbox, like as soon as your showing time is over, the agent gets a request for feedback.
Even if
And
you didn't
they-
go.
Even if you didn't go.
Yeah.
And it's really good because most of them do fill it out. I mean, I've had really good success with that. So I'm a big fan.
For sure. Let me show you guys the contacts where you would set up your contacts. So you have to add contacts individually here. So it would be great if you had like your contact management in Flex MLS pulled up on one screen and then this on another screen, and then you can just copy contacts over. Unfortunately, it's not fully integrated right now. But last but not least, I probably should have done this first, is to show you guys how to set up your own listings. So once you have a listing in Flex MLS, it does get fed over to showing time about 15 minutes after it's made active. Was that a question?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. These are a lot of test listings, right? I'm just going to open one up for you. Okay. Now it's telling me my instructions aren't complete on this listing, all right? Just go through this, pretty self-explanatory. Are you going to allow showing agents to request appointments online? Probably, if you're in this class right now, right? You do get to select an appointment type if it's different than the default you have for all of your listings. So if this were a vacant property, I could change the appointment type to view instructions only if I wanted to, right? I'm going to send the basic feedback template if I haven't created a new one for myself. under contacts, I'm selecting who I want to be notified if the appointment, notify of confirmed or canceled appointments, okay? So you can add the owner if you want to, or a co-listing agent if you want to. So for example, if I want to add a new owner occupant, I can click right here. Okay, and let's say my owner is Big Bird. Okay, are they the owner? Yes. Are they the occupant? Yes. I can put their phone number in there if I want to. You don't have to. You at least have to have an email address. Okay. And then, do they have mobile app access? I'm going to say no for right now, and then click save. Okay. Now, it would, if I had actually put contact information in there, it would have text message and email right here. Okay.
And the owners approved.
They usually are able to approve, and actually, there should be.
They are. I've never
Are
put
they
an owner in
not?
there.
Yeah,
They are.
they
It's
are.
great.
So usually, I'm a little confused by this because there's usually another column that says that they can confirm or cancel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put a customer contact in there on that
Yes.
side, on your listing side,
Yes.
can you do it to where it's only one way? Like I don't ever put my client's information on my listing. So if I
Yeah.
want my client to get notified of showings only but not go out to the other agent, is that what this does? Because
Yes.
I don't want the other agent knowing my client.
No, if you put
Right.
your contacts or you put your client's information in here, it's never going to go out to the other agent. So their phone number wouldn't go out to the other agent, their email wouldn't, but they would be contacted through the system if you set up your client to confirm appointments. Does that
But
make
it doesn't
sense?
go to the other agent.
No, it doesn't. So okay,
That's kind of good.
somebody
We
else
can
want to give
test
that a
it.
shot?
You can use my email.
You
We'll
can,
test it.
yeah, I mean, maybe to set your mind at ease, that's the best option to test it with like a family member or something.
Yeah.
But it never, the showing time system never sends your client's contact info to anyone. That's part of having the system, because like if you set it up, and I apologize, it's not showing correctly on the screen right now, but you can set it up for the owner to okay appointments, but their phone number wouldn't be revealed to other listing agents because it's going through the showing time system.
Yeah, it's super easy for them too. All they have to do, just like you do, is they just press Y, and it's so easy when it's occupied. To save all the calling back and forth and trying to schedule it. They can just press Y if that time works for them, and you know
Right.
as well.
So sorry, here,
Can
I
they change the appointment too? Can they like suggest a new time like we can?
I think so.
I know they can press no. I don't know if they can.
Oh, okay.
So-
Can you show that the screen in a couple of agents as
Yeah.
the second screen?
okay, so. Okay, you guys, so if I'm under, the way I got to that screen is I go to showing time, you're gonna start out on the home screen, then you're gonna go to listing setup. You're gonna select which listing you wanna set up, which of your active listings. And then this is our screen where we're setting up that individual listings preferences, right? So I know it happened earlier. So when I changed the appointment type to view instructions only, it changed this contacts box because you don't have to confirm any appointments. But if the appointment type is appointment required,
Oh, that's what happened.
that's what happened. Yeah, my mistake, user error,
Got it.
right? So in terms of now we have an option for who can confirm appointments, right? So is it confirmed by me, the listing agent, or is it the occupant? Now, I would recommend that only one person can confirm appointments because if you have too many cooks in the kitchen, wires get crossed, etc. But for example, if I check off my owner as being able, oh right, because I don't here. Let's edit the owner occupant and let's do a phone type. Let's do 111-111. A really fake phone number. Okay, and now we're gonna save the contact. Okay, so now I should have the option. That's
It's
strange,
because
guys.
you didn't give it
Why
a
is that?
type.
You
Oh,
didn't
did I not
enable
give it a type?
mobile
You
access.
give it
Right.
phone type and then give it mobile access.
Okay,
And then see down below, yes.
right.
Used for text messages.
And then
Do
uncheck
not
the text.
send text. Right. What is this? Right. Sorry, guys. now, but they may still not have mobile app access, right? Yeah.
Oh, mobile app, I see, yeah.
Downloaded the app.
That's,
I'm sorry.
Unbeknownst to us, we had a client who downloaded the app and we didn't know about it.
Uh-huh.
And so all of a sudden we're getting requests and our owner is saying yes or no. I'm like, how did that happen?
I think you probably checked it, and when you did the listing and the showing instructions, I bet you check the box that said use showing time, and then all your defaults were already there of that.
No,
We didn't
she-
give you access.
Yeah, we didn't know.
That's weird.
So that's, yeah.
That's spooky.
I know. And then she found the app and set herself up on it.
Maybe she did it.
Oh,
I honestly don't know how, that would be a great call to our help desk, because we would have to probably get a level 2 on that to figure out what exactly was going on.
Interesting.
That
She
is
has a lot of
interesting.
friends in the industry, so I'm not surprised.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Okay, so yes, use text messages. I'm gonna save the contacts. Okay, right, so at this point, if I wanted this client, this owner, to be able to approve, appointments, I could select text message here. Again, I might not wanna do that. I would encourage you not ever to use showing voice. It's a little wonky, I just feel like it's better to have it in writing as either text or email when you're confirming appointments or notifying, other agents that confirmed or canceled appointments, okay? So, moving on down, appointment restrictions. So you can require, a certain amount of advance lead time, right, advance notice. You do have the option to say no same-day appointments if you want to, and then the system would prevent other agents from scheduling same-day appointments. Or you can require some amount of lead time, okay? You can change the required amount to, let's say, 3 hours. The suggested, you can ask for more than 3 hours. You could ask for like 4 hours suggested. It just appears as a different color on the calendar, okay, just to let them know. Allow maximum appointment length. If you don't want people there for longer than, let's say, 1 hour, you can say that. It's up to you as the listing agent if you want to allow overlapping appointments. Okay, if you want to allow 2 agents and 2 clients there at the same time, there are some options under here. The default is yes, but just to tell the showing agent, the system will tell the showing agents ahead of time, you know, there's going to be another agent there. Okay. If you need to add showing restrictions, like say your client doesn't ever want the home shown on a Thursday, you can add that in. It can be a one-time restriction or a repeating restriction. You can give a very general reason, like restriction, right? You don't have to specify. Okay, access information. If you would like, you are allowed to put alarm codes in here. And this gets purged when the listing closes, okay? So this is the appropriate place to put alarm codes. You don't want to put them anywhere else, like in the additional instructions. Or we've got, driving directions down here, okay? And that is pretty much it. You just save your changes. And you can go back to the home screen if you need to. So this is a really basic overview of showing time. If you have specific questions, I really encourage you guys to reach out to our help desk. If you're in front of your computer, you can't figure something out, just give a call to our help desk at 921-7777. You'll get a real live person. We can work through any tricky situations you're having with the calendar, with anything regarding showing time or any of our other products. And I just want to remind you to come over here to learning and go down to our showing time course, and it'll walk you through everything I just explained. Okay? Thank you guys for having me. That's
Thank you, Emily. We appreciate that. Okay, now we're going to go through our marketing partners. This is what actually helps us put this on every day. We're going to start on the right side this time, so you're left with Julie.
Julie LaRaza, Stewart Title. Just wanted to let you guys know we have a new branch manager who has moved from another office up to our Greyhawk office, so right across from the parking lot from you. We have Melissa Finelli, who has just a ton of experience and really a great, customer service care attitude. So come on over and say hi.
Is there a little bit of nepotism there?
Just a little bit.
Syrup guy.
And also, Julie is the one that's actually helping with our Buffini class right now. She's the one that's our moderator. She's really doing a great job for a lot of our agents, just to kind of throw that out there a little bit. So I know that the ones that are in there are getting a lot out of it. So hopefully we can try to do this every single year. And if you're interested, you missed it this year, we can try to do it again next year. So thank you, Julie. Sharon.
Hello, everyone. Sharon Wolf-Furman, AJF Engineering Inspections, your home termite and commercial inspection company. As always, we appreciate each of you and your clients and are here to help. For those of you who followed Paul through his CrossFit goal setting for the past 3 years.
The Furminator.
The Furminator. He did finish. It was a pretty incredible experience. He finished 15th in the world.
Still walking.
Yeah, it's amazing. He was really in amazing shape.
Yeah.
And it was so tight. It was like, and those of you who do these kinds of things like Sandy know that it can be seconds. He was really, could have been 10th. That's how tight it was. So, but it was a great example of goal setting and gives a whole new meaning to AJF boot camp.
He has neither confirmed nor denied whether he's retiring from that.
He has not.
No, and I got a new logo for you. New logo, AJF Engineering, don't blank with Paul. It's gonna go for cage fight.
Okay, Mary.
Good morning, everybody. Mary Boyanseki with Fidelity National Home Warranty. I just can't wait for summer to be over.
Peter.
I'm Peter Presto with Get Your Move On. We do full service, moving, packing, and storage.
Thank you. CNN, Scott.
Scott Dusenberry with CNN Mortgage. Couple things, rates are as low as they have been since the election, which is great for us. Fannie Mae, which insures most of your conventional deals, raised the DTI to 50% last couple weeks ago. So is that going to make our loans easier? No, that just means people are going to buy more. That's what houses and stuff hover right around. But anyway, that's 2 good things that's happening.
Thank you. Jill.
Morning, everybody. Jill, Chicago Title. A couple of things. We need agency. We have a class today at 1. We just spent last week in San Francisco at Inman Connect, so we are putting a lot of information into a couple-hour seminars we're doing around the valley. So watch for those dates. We haven't locked them in yet, but great.
Thank you. Rebecca.
Good morning, Rebecca Niesing, Allstate Insurance. I've got 2 agencies in the North Valley and 6 agents on my staff. They're all terrific. We're here to help you. I am the insurance expert in the room, so you don't have to be. If you have any questions about anything insurance related, please feel free to call. Thanks.
Julia.
Good morning, Julia Walker here in we're starting to see more banks move into the developing market, offering alternative income programs as well as borrowers that have had foreclosures, short sales, bankruptcies. There's no seasoning requirement. 10 to 20% down is very aggressive. So reach out and use that with borrowers like that.
Ben with the Tobias team.
Ben Tobias team, also with Fairway. Just want to say hello real quickly. For those that have not met me before, obviously along with the expertise we offer, availability, communication we offer, we want to help you guys grow your business as well. Chrissy Carty actually joined our team recently, last few months, and it's been really just focusing on sitting down with our referral partners. How do we help you grow your business, whether it's online lead gen, whether it's farming, whether it's open houses, how we can help boost some traffic for you. We'll be reaching out to you. Want to introduce Chrissy too, if you want to say something?
Yeah, sure. On the device team, been really looking to just grab coffees, see how I can help. We have some really great marketing resources that we have to offer. Love to help you grow your business.
Thanks. Fidelity. We have 3. Courtney, Jen, and Dallas.
Jen Weller, Fidelity Title.
Fidelity. Also Dallas Griffin over here in the North Scottsdale office.
Yep. Thanks. And then Tara.
Tara Carter, Old Republic Home Warranty. Thank you as always for all the business you send my way. Also, I wanted to let you know that I'm having a class on Thursday from 9 to 10:30. It's based on the 7 levels of communication by Michael Mayer. It is a free class and it is awesome to help you grow your business. So if that's something you're interested in, swing by, give me your card, and I'll get you signed up. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we've told you in the past that we have our spotlight vendors. This last month we didn't have a meeting and it was Fidelity, so they're going to be speaking today. And then this month and next month is Stuart, and Julie will be speaking next month. Towards the front.
Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Well, school's back in, so summer's sort of over, even though it's really hot. So I want to just make you aware of a couple things that we still have, and then some new things. So one is our open house comment cards, and that's something we can get for you guys at any time. They're great to have them fill out, give feedback on the house, and then also on the other side, tell you a little bit about what you're looking for. Banner white. Yeah, these are my banners. Yeah. And then one of my favorite things is the buyer book. Once you have that buyer ready to go in your car, this is a book we can brand to you. Our sample actually has a Maximize Props agent on it. And it's a business card holder. It can keep track of all the listings, has a sample contract, buyer advisory, a place in there for you to put a bio about yourself. So these are great. We're happy to do these. So just send over your headshot and one of the three of us can get those ordered. So now that school's back in and we're coming to an end with the third quarter, it's super important for you guys to get focused. If you've taken a little time off for the summer, anything you do now, we see results when? 90 days. Yep, 60 to 90 days. So if you want to have that strong fourth quarter, we've got a lot of tools in our back pocket for you. So I laminated some in my home laminator last night. So if you guys are doing open houses, and even if you're not a big open house person, the best way to get listings is to do what? Invite the neighbors to come see. And there is a flyer that you guys can print yourself onto one of our programs, and just walk 10 houses, maybe 10 each way, invite them down for an hour before an open house, and this will brand it to you. Put your photo in, you get to edit the flyer. You can even post it on Facebook if you were doing an open house in an area. So this is one. So then once you get that listing and they moved, maybe you print them up a few cards. We've moved cards with your information on the back and give that to them to send out to their friends and family to update their address. Then there's also an open house checklist down here. There's everything you could want in this program. The open house checklist, bless you. There's a buyer questionnaire, so maybe if you're talking to somebody on the phone and you kind of need that reminder of what to ask them, they have the buyer questionnaire. And then this has been used more in commercial, but I think a lot of agents are starting to do this. This is a critical dates checklist. This is a great thing to give your clients so they know what dates are important that are coming up. And then last but not least, right now we have short inventory, right? So it's getting harder and harder to find homes out there. So this is a letter. Basically, they call it the magic letter. I have buyers, and it's something you can send out to homes that are not listed on the market saying you have a buyer for the home. And I'm going to just read you a couple of testimonials that some other agents have said. Sent out 60 letters, got 3 callbacks, possibly 1 listing, working on it right now, great tool. Great letter, mailed out 40, got 1 listing appointment in 48 hours. And then first time trying it at work, that's all I have to say. So that's the magic letter. So we'd be happy to do a class for you guys at your office on it. If you want an account set up, just reach out to one of us. We'd love to sit down. Whether you're a seasoned agent or brand new in the business, there's something that we have that will help you. So, and then we don't want to forget our drawing. Yeah. So if you don't have a card in here, get your cards out. You get to pick either a gas card or a Nordstrom gift card. $25.
Get your business cards out.
So I have to take.
Hey Jill, so guys, door knocking around a open house is big. Jill, tell them just real quick about the experience that you had with, and Lori, chime in because you were with Jill. You door knocked around an open house just this last weekend, and you guys ran into a good lead, right?
Right. We had one of the neighbors come in and look at the home. It's not the
Wait,
one
did
that-
you invite them in, or did they randomly come in?
No. We door knocked and
Okay.
we spoke to the husband and said that we would be there for a certain amount of time.
Right.
And so the woman came in and she said her sister in California is looking for a home. This wasn't the right one. So we've had contact now back and forth. I'll be getting together with her. I'm trying to do more of an inventory with the sister rather than you know,
Yeah,
the
you wanna
actual
try to
neighbor.
get directly to
Right.
the buyer as fast as you can. We call them gatekeepers, right? So the sister or the homeowner in the area is what I call a gatekeeper, and you gotta break through that. So when is she coming in? Is she doing a scouting trip? What school district does she like? How many bedrooms does she have? And then please pass this on to your sister, and then eventually, you wanna get a conversation with the sister as quickly as possible. But this kind of stuff up here absolutely works. There's a reason why we preach that, so thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
All right, number
One-
two.
One, we got one more thing for them.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody knows about our happy hour this Thursday at the Mission. So we have our Scottsdale Quarterly Happy Hour. We always have a great turnout, like 70 to 90 people usually show up. This one's going to be the new Mission at Kierland, 4:30 to 6. So come on down, first 2 drinks on us. And then everyone got their card in for the drawing?
Everybody have their card?
Either half a tank of gas or a lipstick.
Yeah, the Mission's a pretty swanky place if nobody's been there yet. They have some, yes, is that a good word? Spicy. All right.
Alex Shea.
Alex Shea.
Yeah. Wins everything. Everything's about the new kid. All right, real quick, Ben, appraisers, are they calling us an accelerating market, flat or declining?
Flat to accelerated.
Flat, okay. Who's having appraisal issues? All right, I'm gonna give you guys just a couple of tips. When you're the listing agent, remove your lockbox when the house goes pending and change the showing instructions. Why do we do that?
So you can control the appraisal.
So you can control, that's the ultimate reason, yes. Because then who does the appraiser have to call for access? Does an appraisal happen occasionally without you ever knowing as the listing agent?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Remove the lockbox and change showing instructions. Number 2, get an old appraisal, even if it's not relevant, from the owner. Put it in the file when you meet them. Sometimes the diagram on the back is appreciated by the appraiser, right? Most of them still major, but there are ones that would like to save that extra 20 minutes in 110-degree heat, and they copy it. All right. Number 2, give them 3 recent closes that are like for like, and pending and under contract, so you can show the trajectory of the market. Call the agent and say, hey, I'm meeting the appraiser. Do you mind sharing with me what are you under contract for? And is your appraisal done? Right? 3rd, get a copy of his card. All right? As far as I know, if you're meeting them there and they're giving you a copy of the card, there's no boundaries that I'm aware of that are in place with you having communication with that appraiser. All right? Is there a 4th that anybody,
Yes.
everybody's really sharp in here. Oh, copy of the contract with counter offers in reverse order with the counter offer on top so they know the number. They should get that, but we recently, I know, listen to what happened to us. We didn't check the box that said a counter's attached. We missed it. There was a counter. The actual price was $740, but they got the offer $760, but the initial offer was $720. Guess where the appraisal came in? Did we lose the deal? Yeah, we did. But put it in reverse and show, highlight it. This is the number. $1 million, not anything under. You can go over if you like, but make it happen, and then give them your resume. Let them know that it's going to be a dogfight. Look at them. We had 3 offers. This is the one we chose. It was on the market 3 days. We have a backup. Make it happen. Right? Put them on notice, guys. Don't back down. They will be scared of you. Yeah.
I always get their Starbucks order before I meet them. Always.
Oh, you ask them for that could be a bribe. I'm calling CFP. Yeah. Leslie, nice clap. Sorry.
I always make a list of everything, even the littlest thing that owner does, whether it's
upgrade.
new electrical, because they don't know what they don't know.
I know your name.
Tremendously. And a value attached to that.
It gives
Yeah.
more ammunition.
Yeah, recent upgrades. Linda.
Great, that's the first thing I do.
Okay,
Is
so
the upgrades and the dates and the dollar amount, because if you put that first,
Yeah.
then it sets the tone.
Okay, so we have 6 things. Did you guys get all those? Do you want me to go over them again? There's 6 things that were discussed. You guys, you got it? Okay, Keith, where's Keith? Send out an email today of those 6 things when you meet in appraisal. Did you get it? All right, here, write this down. Ready? Number 1, copy a contract. Write it down.
All right, we're writing it
Okay,
down.
you got it's on. All right, one more thing. At the end of each meeting, I will do business planning here as a breakout session from here on out unless we have continuing education afterwards. So anybody that wants to stay to talk about whatever you want to talk about, branding, lead generation, mentoring, whatever's on your mind. And then I want to talk about one other thing. Our nod in the back, this is a little emotional, right? So our nod in the back with the infant. Don't know his child's name, do you? Alexander. Very sad story. His wife's actually a doctor. And they had Alexander, and his wife went into a
stroke.
Stroke. Thank you guys. Yeah. And like the right side of her brain is not operating properly, so he got immediately thrown into running a new business with broken English because he speaks very strong French. If you have any French individuals that need help, he's a good resource for that. And so he's thrown into double duty. So I just wanted to throw that out there that as a communal organization that we are, everybody's at always different phases in their life. And in order to be a successful business, it takes all walks of life, right? I'm reading a book right now, and I just recently took the DISC profile of the 5 dysfunctions of a team. And the reality is, if everybody was alike, you would never have a strong team, right? At all walks of life. If you looked at a football team and everybody was a running back, would you be good? No. I got to count on Paul to move that guy 3 feet. and Derek, I got to count on you to, it's down and in, not down and out, right? So anyway, I wanted to end on that note because we're very passionate about Arnaud on what he's going through, and in today's meeting about how gutsy is it to bring an infant in this room.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it takes some really confidence and being bold to do that.
He's a great guy.
He's a great guy. He's a great, and everybody in here, right? Anyway, all walks of life. I wanted to end on that special note because I'm very proud of him to try to participate against all odds. It's not easy out there. Yeah.
Just real quick, if you kind of like what Del was saying now, I'd just like to plug those Thursday morning business developments because I've been in the business 33 years and I try to make everyone I can. At every single one of those meetings, I learned something new. And I just wanted to say, if you guys have a Thursday morning open, get to the office, get in those meetings. They're really cool and they're high energy.
And you know what? Everything happens for a reason because that's a segue. Thursday, I'm actually in Tucson, so I need to change Thursday. That was on my notes. See, somebody, 10:30 tomorrow. We're going to combine the early one and the late one. So anybody that wants to come 10:30. Oh wait, you have let's
Camp
go,
Advantage.
Yeah, 11. What Camp Advantage is over?
We can combine both.
That'd be fun to have you both.
Okay, great. We'll combine both.
I think it'd be awesome to have
and we'll make sure we get to all your questions. So, what is it? 10 now?
10:30.
Okay, so Camp Advantage is every Wednesday at 10:30. Great. Because don't forget it. Camp Advantage is where you got one-on-one.
Can I give a plug for that?
Yeah.
Because it tends, and especially in the summertime, it's been kind of quiet. But Camp Advantage, when it was developed prior to me, was really for newcomers, getting started, things like that. We revamped everything. Really, the program is about what you want it to be about. What are you going through? Not from a finding business standpoint, from an operational standpoint of compliance, your contracts. You all call me when you have issues. So we just try to focus on what's going on in your world. So every week it's about a different topic, something different, because you're bringing the topics to me, right? So
no, and Sandy, I love your deal. Like Sandy, like when I come to Sandy with an issue, it's always, do you want to be right or do you want to make money? And I'm like,
Right, we wanna be smart.
well, yeah, what is it?
Right, we wanna be smart.
Yeah, but there is a right, you know, like let your ego go if you want to let it go sometimes, right? Because when there's commission on the line, do you really want to be that edgy and abrasive, or do you want to make money? Right? Right. All right.
I got one more thing to say.
Okay.
All right, so this morning I sent out invoices. There was a glitch in the system, so you got 3 different invoices today, so I have to apologize. The first one came in at $0.
Yeah.
So we're going to average it out. The second one
offers always your best. We'll stop it.
The second one was double, so it had 2. So we're accepting the higher offer. And then I finally got onto help desk with Lone Wolf, our accounting software. There was a glitch in the system. They didn't notify me that was going on. So the third one is actually the correct one. It has everybody's, it's the counter offer. Everybody accepted it. I'm going to send it back to a couple of you to go for a higher price, but that's another story. So, but the third one, it says, yes, it is on the email. It'll say final update. It'll have by asterisks on there, and you'll see that. So I have to apologize that it went out like that. Oddly, yes.
Mine still is double on the final. It
Mine
says
is
final update and it's still double.
Perfect.
They'll accept that.
That's your final number.
You guys know we're only a phone
On the
call.
final, if it comes back to you, bring it to me. We'll take a look at it, and I'll make sure you get an updated invoice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yes.
No, I'm gonna send this back to you.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Anybody that sticks around for questions, we'll just do that in about 10 minutes.
Right.